Hi friends, it's Star Thrifter, and I have a thrift haul to share with you today. Got some cool items to share with you. All these items I thrifted yesterday. If you've not watched any of my videos before, I sell full time, and I sell on eBay, and I sell on Poshmark, and we'll get right on to it. Got some cool items. This first one, hopefully this brand is still popular. It used to be real popular, and I can't remember the prices prior. It seems like they were around 35 to 45, 50. It's exclusively Miss Look. And anyways, the blazers are like these cardigan jacket kind of like, they're almost like a nylon knit. Um, they were the ones that were more popular before. I have to check comps because it's been a long time since I've had this style. I think I have a short sleeved one right now, just like a shell, type thing. And that's been sitting, but these were really popular before. Like this one here is an open front. It's kind of like a top. I can't remember. I think this is considered like a cardigan sweater. And but anyhow, that was a great brand. Hopefully it still is. I don't know. I haven't done a thrift haul for a while. I did a video for a while. I need to do some more videos. If you'd like, you can subscribe. I got a lot of other videos up if you're interested on eBay tips, Poshmark tips, in regards to some of the updates that Poshmark just did, and also eBay and being in Poshmark jail, and let's see, on eBay, how to bulk edit some things, things like that if you'd like. This is a Lauren Ruffler, and I bought it because usually the equestrian jackets are really popular and they used to sell for more. However, they're usually longer. This is more of a short, like crop style. But how you can tell is usually I'll have like maybe like a velvet collar contrast, or if it has a big crust on it, embroidered, then they're usually worth more money. Hopefully they still are. I haven't had one like this for a while. I thought I'd take a chance. Otherwise, I very rarely pick up blazers. Blazers, for some reason, are really hard to move. At least for me. Write in the comments how you do with blazers. I even have some high-end blazers listed. It's just really hard to move them. I have brand new with tags blazers. They're just... And I love blazers. I wear them, and some of them were supposed to be trending this year, especially like the oversized and things like that. But anyhow, this is a Billa, and I do really great with this brand. Now, this is actually a 2XL, but even in the smaller sizes, I usually sell these. They're usually kind of more bright. This is like a black paisley, beautiful colors. I love like black floral. This is a black floral paisley, but it's B-I-L-A, Billa. And don't get it confused with Billabong. Now, Billabong, some pieces, I guess, does sell too. You might want to do comps first, but this is Billa, and these always sell. And, of course, the keywords I'll be using on this will be, peasant, boho. And I don't know on a larger size. I'd say maybe like 15 to 20. This is a Torrid, and it's a Torrid 5, which would mean it'd be like a 5X, and it's a denim shirt, and this will be a really nice item to list. And if you're not familiar with Torrid, they have their own sizing, like 0001, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be like a 5X if you're unsure, especially when you have to decide what size is a 00. Usually I think it's like a large size 16, but you can always Google Torrid size chart and it'll give that to you. Torrid's an interesting brand. I really like it. I think they have really trending pieces. However, it doesn't sell for a ton, but I sell quite a little bit of it and I pick it up. It's interesting because on the Torrid websites, they have sales a lot too. And it's not extremely high-end to begin with. But I always like to pick it up. It's a great plus brand, plus size. This is an Elaine Fisher. I meant to bring my glasses, and I set them down, and I don't have them, so I could see what the... this might be just a cotton. It's got maybe two different materials, but it's Elaine Fisher, and this is a very nice little sweater, especially this color, for this time of year. I think that will be a nice sell. One thing about Elaine Fisher, it used to sell for, I think it used to sell for a little bit more money and a little quicker. And in later years, it's kind of been sitting. And I'm going to have to start dropping the prices a little bit more on it. I know it's still a good brand. I listed on. I thought that this would, because it's very nice. It's a pullover hoodie, lavender. It's very soft. And Athleta, usually you can look up a style number and Google that, and it'll give you some keywords on what to use in your listing. I just listed an Athleta jacket blazer, and it's almost like a scuba feel but thinner. Really nice. I picked it up at the thrift store, and I was surprised. Comps on it like $50, $60. It's a really great piece. And I was wondering if maybe the same person might have donated that, even though I got that like a week later or half a week later, but it was the same thrift store. This is a merino wool J. Jill. And J. Jill's been selling pretty decent for me lately, especially sweaters. And this being merino wool, this will sell. It's really cute. It's got like the button detail cuff on it. But J. Jill. And, it just depends on the piece with J. Jill. And you might, I know some of their pure linen does great, but you might want to do comps before you buy a ton of it or very much of it. This, I still pick up Tommy Bahama silk. And this is a very nice Hawaiian. I think men would like this color. It's kind of more of like an army green. And I think that would be a nice shirt. And I don't know. I have to check comps on these. These used to be worth, more money. But I would say it's kind of a larger size. I don't know, between 15, 25, maybe 30. I don't know, somewhere in that area. This is Wilford Free. Wilford Free, Wilford, Babaton. Those are three brands that I kind of have a hard time getting to move. They're kind of slow movers. Write in the comments how you do on them. However, it is more of a high-end brand, and this is very soft. This is kind of just like a t-shirt, but I went ahead and got it because it is a nice brand still. And but yeah, it just kind of like sits, and some of it I have to sell for less, than I planned on. This I thought was a cool piece because I've heard of this, and I don't know if I've ever had any Reformation, but this is Reformation jeans. Hopefully that's the same, and but anyhow, it's really cool looking tie-dye. It's soft, long sleeve, and that's the brand there. I will have to look comps on that because, like I said, I ain't sure if I've ever had that brand before, but that'll be a nice one to sell. Plus, it's really cool looking. I like the colors on that. This is a Elaine Fisher, and this I think is wool. It is. This is wool, and this will sell. This is very classic, button up. This will be a nice piece to sell. I'll have to do comps to see, where the comps are on, this piece here. I really don't know, but I think this one will sell a little bit quicker. It's a very nice basic piece. And this is a Chaps non-iron, and I've been selling these Chaps non-iron for around 20 bucks. And if you can get them, at the thrift store for around $1 or something, they're a great thing to pick up. And if you get plus size, it's even, nicer. This is a small, but it's paisley. A lot of times they're paisley. So a lot of times they do has like a contrasting, flip cuff. And I do write that in the listing, contrasting pattern. And you would call that a flip cuff because they have the option of flipping the cuff up. But it's paisley, but it's these Chaps non-iron. Now, Chaps men's shirts I don't pick up, man. But plus size Chap clothing does pretty decent. But these non-iron I have been selling lately. Another great one that a lot of people might not think about is it's the Express, and they're a button-up long sleeve. Actually, they're a roll tab sleeve option. But it's called the Portofino shirt. Those usually sell. Now, they've been a little slower lately, but they usually do sell $15, $20. Here's another Wilford Free. And I thought this was cute, though, because it's an adorable little front knot sweater, short sleeve. And with, it's kind of cropped, and with the crops, style things still being popular, I thought this would be a great piece to pick up, but that's Wilford Free. And they usually have numbers on them that you can look up the style. This brand is a high-end brand, but I find it's kind of hit or miss on, you know, how much you're going to get for it or how quickly it sells. Although usually it does sell pretty decent for me. I find it in men's more. I have, you know, in men's more than women, but it's Ted Baker. And but the print on this is really cool. It's purple animal print, but with floral. But it's Ted Baker, and that is a high-end brand. Baker is. I'll have to do comps because I don't have a clue on that. Hopefully they'll have a style number where I can do some comps. Okay, I was watching a video this last week, and two brands that the girl had mentioned was Pol, women's shirt, which is this here, or the other one was Paul Stewart men's shirt. And I wasn't familiar with them, and I checked comps and looked them up, and this brand does kind of decent. This is a cool shirt. It's very distressed. It's kind of got like almost like a faded, you know, look to it on the seams. It's pink. It's not exactly tie-dye. Long sleeve. This is really cute. I'll have to do comps, but yeah, this brand, for some reason, I just had not realized that that was a decent brand. Now, maybe not all pieces. This also has a rough edge cut, and I'll make sure I list that. It's probably intentional, but just in case it wasn't, or it's frayed, or, you know, rough cut. This is North Face. My thrift stores price up North Face quite a bit. I don't pick up a lot of their shirts anymore because they just kind of sit. One thing I do know, and you can double check this, is that North Face new with tags, you can get a veto. You know, and you have to have your listings taken down. It's one of the ones that's on the list, I guess, or at least it's one that's known it can happen. The new with tags. Now, the used, I've not ever heard that. But North Face, this is a men's muscle tank, and I thought that this would probably sell. You know, I went ahead and got that. I got this half off. Oh, I might have paid $2. Oh, wait. No, it was this, I think, was the color of the week. I think I paid $1 for it. But, you know, it's a nice men's. But some of the stuff, I've even pulled or taken down, you know, the listing and stuff on some of the, especially if it's just like a t-shirt or something. The jackets probably still really sell. I think it's knitted and knotted or knotted and knitted. I don't know. It's on the little round thingy. I can't remember which word is first. My glasses to where I can see it. But this is a sweater dress. Sweater dresses are really great for this time of year. And this is a cool looking color. Kind of a gold, brown, mustard color. But this is an Anthropologie. I don't pick up hardly any Anthropologie anymore. It really depends on the piece, unless it's the newer label where it's Anthropologie by Anthropologie. But this is a nice piece. I don't know what it's made out of. I gotta look it up. It's soft. That, I think, will be a nice piece to sell. Here's the Babaton. You know, because it's like part of the Aritzia brand. And this is just a large. It's almost kind of like crop. Like a crop shirt. It's kind of basic, but it is lined. I probably won't be able to tell without my glasses what it's... Oh, it's just a polyester. But yeah, this piece is high-end too. But you know, it's kind of been sitting, but I list everything on eBay, and then I only list on Poshmark things that I think it will sell over on that platform. This I have to research. I do not. Did I end up? No, I did. I think I did research this. It's Angela Mara, and I think they were maybe like $25 maybe the sold comps on it, but it's linen, and I had not heard of that. That was one that I just went ahead and picked up. It's a very pretty white. It's got like some sequins on it. And but it's a linen, you know, shirt. And that one, oh, okay, it's got some embroidery. It's like got a leaf on it. It's really a nice shirt, actually. And it might be oversized because that seems like it's kind of big. But I went ahead and got it. And yeah, it's, you know, sell for, you know, right around there. This I tried to look up, and I didn't find anything yet. I looked it up, I think, on eBay. I haven't looked it up on Poshmark yet, and I need to Google it. Freebird. You know the Freebird boots sell for a lot of money. They're really nice. It's a really beautiful, you know, brand. But this is a Freebird, and that's all it says. And I figured maybe this was like, does it say Freebird jeans? No, it just says Freebird. I thought maybe it was made by that company. No, it might not be. I don't know. But I took a chance because I think it was... Yeah, I don't think I didn't look it up the store. I didn't take time to look it up. But it just says Freebird. I got to do some research. It's a very nice little pullover sweater. It looks like it has a spot. when I held it up, or a thinning area. Oh, it's got like a spot or an issue. You know, it happens. You know how it goes when you're thrifting. Sometimes, you don't see it. And on Fridays when I thrift, I don't spend as much time because it's when a lot of the tags go to $1. There's a lot of competition. Now there's more than enough for everyone, thank God. And, but you got to be moving, because in a very short amount of time, within the first hour, hour and a half, the sections are cleared out on anything that's usually worth listing because you got other competition. I'm friends with other resellers there, but you got to keep moving along. And if they're $1, just grab it. Now, some of these, like that one, I think I might have paid the regular price for it because it wasn't part of the dollar color. This is an Elaine Fisher too. This might be linen because it feels like it, and it's a beautiful color green actually. This would be really nice. And remember, even though we're approaching winter, I still list all the clothing year round, whether it's a summer piece or a winter piece. But a lot of people live in, like, I saw things to Hawaii, Florida, California. There's still areas that stay warm a percent of the year. Now, you're not going to sell as much, maybe, or as quickly, or maybe for as much money, as if I listed this in the summer because, all the states would be warmer, by then. But still, I list year round the items, and then you can always refresh the items and sell similar, if especially if it's after 90 days, or no, I'm sorry, after it's is it 9? No, it's after 9 months. I have a video up on that. After 9 months, eBay even they suggested it at eBay Open, that you need to end those listings and sell similar, because your listing by that point after 9 months, especially in over saturated markets, not if you have something more rare, your listing's way at the bottom. They could be pages and pages and pages and pages to try to see your listing. Even if you put it on sale, it might not bring it up that much. They even suggested and sell similar, and I have a video up on it, and also I think I have a step-by-step on how to do it. But you want to do that. But anything over 3 months, I think is kind of great idea to do the end sell similar. Now, I have a store, I have a certain amount of listings I get free per month, and they really upped it. In the last few years, I get a lot more than I used to. And right now, I still have free listings to use. Jamie Sidak, and I really like this brand. It's a golf brand. They have the coolest designs. Now, this is a little plainer looking, but wait till you see the collar on this. Look at the cut on the collar. Isn't that interesting? But they have really, really cool looking, tops and stuff. And they also make, skirts and things like that. But I think it's mostly golf. I mean, it could be tennis too, but I gotta double check that. But I think it's golf. Usually 20 to 25, for the shirts, somewhere around there. And, think about it. If you're getting a lot of these items, especially if you're buying them at the thrift stores, whether you're paying $1 or $5, if you're selling them for 20 or 25, that's still a really great return on investment. When you're selling clothing, especially if you want to sell, volume to make more money, you're going to have a lot of brands that are going to be like their bread and butter brands too. And if you can sell anything for 15 to 20, anything above 15, it really does add up. And a lot of the big sellers, that's how they make their money. They're not selling, all day long things for $50 or $100. If they're a clothing seller, they're selling between 15 and 25 is probably their average. And they're selling, million, 2 million a year, but they're doing high volume. They're listing a lot every day, and they're selling a lot. I have a lot of other videos up about that too, because regardless, I've been selling on eBay since 2015. In the later years, it's been all clothing for the most part, a little bit of shoes or miscellaneous, but the whole name of the game is the more you list, the more you sell. Like I always say, list, 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 because that is how it is. The more you list every day, the more you sell every day. Now, some people say it has to be 7 days a week. Some don't. That I do not know for sure, but you want to at least do 5 days, if not 6 or 7 days a week, or save them in your drafts and post them on the weekend if you want to do them ahead of time. This is a nice torrid piece. It almost feels like linen. I'll have to check. But another torrid, and this one here is torrid, I think 2, which would be like a 2X. But I really like torrid because they have style numbers, and it's a real long number. It's got like 8 digits on it. It's a real long one. If you look underneath the material tag, then you go to Google, type the word toward, space, and then the number, and it'll bring it up. Now, the first page might be Google All. At the top of that, it'll have different things you can click on, like all, and one of them will say images. If you click on images, then a lot of times it will bring it up, and then you can get your style number or keywords, to use for your listing. I didn't used to take time to do that, but I really think it's worth it, because then you can get, a lot of the keywords. However, do not use the stock photos from those that you see that when you're Googling, whether it's from the manufacturer or even other people, but especially the manufacturer, for the point of on eBay, you can get your account suspended eventually for that. And I know, I know there's a lot of other sellers that are using it for used items, and they are using stock photos, but it's just a matter of time, I guess. Now on Poshmark, you use your own discretion. I know a lot of people use them over there, but I don't even like to use someone else's photos unless there's maybe a little section of it that you can crop, just because you weren't able to photograph it correctly. But I do not like to use other people's photos at all. I use my own photos. However, on Poshmark, use your own discretion there, but on eBay, that's the one. If you're selling full time like me, I have over 2,500 items listed on eBay, and I ain't gonna take the chance, because I count on this income. I do own a commercial cleaning company. I still have it. I've had it for over 30 some years, and that's where you clean offices and things. But I've really scaled that, and it's I just have a few of those accounts left, and I've been doing the reselling more full time, and I still like to clean a little bit, but a lot older now, and it's a lot of hard work, but has been really great money. But the reselling, yes, you can make money at it, but if you think it's going to be just like really easy, it's a lot of work. And the more you work, the more results you're going to have. Just like they say, I've heard that if you want full-time income, then you got to kind of work full-time. Yeah, it is work, And people worry about like all these new thrifters over the last year or two, and just tons more people are thrifting and like doing these thrift hauls and talking about brands and things like that. And they say, are you hindering your competition? One, there's more than enough for everyone. And two, some of the brands are a little harder to find. You're not going to just walk in a store and find a Johnny Was every single time, or a Jam's World every single time. Now, yeah, some of these bread and butters you might, but there's a lot of them. But a lot of these new resellers will fall to the wayside, because this is a lot of work to make a decent amount of money. Now, if you just want to make a little here and there, that might be different. But after they do it for a while, they might not stick around. Not to be mean or nothing against them. I'm just saying that it's a lot of work and they might not stick with it. I took a chance on these because I don't pick up denim that often, or pants, because one, they're always different in the inseams, than what's listed usually, especially on men's, but not always on women's. But I don't know, they just don't sell that quickly. It don't seem like, for me, of course, I don't pick very many of them up. BDG, and I have heard this is a decent brand. The reason I picked it up is because it says right on the tag, Mom High Rise, and they're kind of distressed. And as far as I know, the high rises are still popular. These are more of a straight leg or tapered, and these I think will sell. I have to do comps. I don't know. Now these I think I paid $4.99. But I figured if they sold 15 to 25, they'd be worth it. However, on eBay, I do charge for shipping for everything that I sell on eBay. I don't offer free shipping on the purchase. And I have videos up in regards to returns and whether to offer return shipping or not. And I have to do an update, because for a while there I turned off returns. Then I turned it on, but then I didn't offer free returns anymore, because in the clothing sometimes you would just get a ton of it. However, you have to watch the other videos, because it does move you up as to what you offer for your return policies. It'll move you up in the search. You'll get more sales. But you have to check out the other videos. But I have to do an update on how it's been going too. This is Madewell. And Madewell, I really like the brand. I usually always pick it up. Do you ever do that with some brands? You just seem to almost always pick it up, whether you should or not. But it doesn't always sell for very much or as quickly. And maybe it's because the market's got kind of, oversaturated. However, They don't sell for a ton, but I thought this was cute. I mean, especially right now for this time of year. This it's not as bright as what it's showing on there. It's more of a burgundy, but it's actually a little dress. And they do have style numbers, and I will look that up. And hopefully that will sell because well, it was $3.99. I thought I'd take a chance on that, and I did pay that for it. But anyways, that completes the thrift haul for today. Hopefully you've really enjoyed it. If you could do me a favor and push the thumbs up button, I'd greatly appreciate it. And please leave a comment. And like I said, if you'd like to subscribe, you can check out all those other videos, topics and things that I've mentioned. And then you can, check out the other videos that I have. And then too, if you push notifications, then you get a notification when I upload something new. But anyways, many prosperous sales to you. Thank you.